다시들 다자 가라 요구하는 데 배바 참아라. 저게 데렉션
Tashi Delek to everybody who is here and also all those who are online participating.
The Yellow Prayer Book, page 1.
My nam ga da nyan be zen jen dan je de wa dan de dong dan dar nhờ de la nai me ba yan da ba zo be jan ja ram bo je do ba ja.
All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Oi mai nam ga dai nyan be sen je dai je de wa dai de be je dai de ba jo je dong je jo dai da wa jo je dong me be de wa da me da wa jo je nye ren jai da nye da jai ve da nya la ne ba jo je.
May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Page 1 of the the Lord Jigtun Sumgon text, the great Lord Jikunpa, page 1.
John Joy Bar Doi John Jue Nyan Don Gai John Ro Shen Lai Ma San Jie Zhe Zun Zhen Jo Sun Gun De Lai Ma Lar John Joy Bar Doi John Jue Nyan Dan Gai Chan Ro Shen Lai Ma San Jie Zhe Zun Shen.
In the Guru deity, embodiment of the three jewels, I take refuge until awakening is reached. To liberate infinite destitute beings, I make effort to accomplish the Guru Buddha.
La dai me yen joy be ze wo zai shan dai ye jie zhuo jian nan san wa lai me be nam ge gang gun cha ju jie.
May the offering substances of gods and humans, those actually arranged and those mentally created, outer, inner, secret, and unsurpassed, pervade all reaches of space.
Nai mo ra na cha ya ya nai mo bang ga wa de ba za za ra ba ma da ne da da ga da ya ar de zam ya zam ba da ya da ya da wo ben ze ma ben ze ma den zo ben ze ma be ya ben ze ma bo de zi dan ben ze ma bo de men ro ba san gar ma nai ben ze sarva karma avarana Bēshō dāne bēnzē sōi wāi nāmo rāna chāyāi yāi nāmo bāngā wāi te bāzā sārā rāmar dāne gādā gādā yā ār te samyā sambhudāya Daya dai won benze benze Ma benze, ma tenzin benze, ma beyan benze, ma bodhichitta. Ma bodhi mendo pasan karma nan benze sarva karma avaranan beshodana benze soy vai nan morana chaya ya Namo Bhagavate Basa Sara Ramardane Tathāgataya Arhati Samya Sambuddhaya Taya Thai Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tenzin Benze Maha Beyan Benze Maha Bodhi Siddha Benze Maha Bodhi Mendra Pasa Karmana benze sarva karma avarana beshodana benze so. Đơn có人就真主也问在，别的你等在未来麦当，也没将军节的孙监管，官对干门前别在肩膀。列阵当着这个山盖当，爱端着别个在这边门，开对我的玩笑个前辈，端对等在下这多接受。带来带着公别来麦当，见着顿觉世界成为国，人家也用生这别的等，也当老尊就尊就尊节。这般带着那算也给了，我这让这一切见着就。
In an instant, I become the Yidam deity. In the space in front, on a sublime throne, precious and exquisite, and upon a lotus, moon, and sun, sits the root guru, inseparable from the supreme Lord Jigten Sumgon. White tinged with red, he is radiant with the splendor of the marks and major and minor marks. He wears bright saffron-colored Dharma robes, a monk's vest, and a red meditation hat, a sign of ultimate attainment. He sits in Vajra posture within a 5-colored rainbow sphere, his hands in the Mara subduing and meditation mudras. He is surrounded by the golden garland of the ultimate lineage, along with the masters of the profound view, vast action, and meditation. In front and behind, and to the right and left, upon lion thrones and seats of lotuses and moons, is the divine assembly of Yidams, the 3 jewels, and the Dharma protectors, gathered like clouds. The light streaming from the 3 syllables at the 3 places invites the wisdom beings in identical form.
xuân chân dương cor đan chế ngôi môi đan chân tự ye kế chế lại rồi lại chế chế nên để chế rồi rồi Đông nhân trợ đàn rồi chế cơn bên tình Thôi giải chế bê gỏi chế đêm bài dụ San yue yuen địa bồn bê đại nhé lại Hiện đời trái nhân lưỡi chế trái chế
Victorious Lord Chopa, endowed with the 10 powers, together with your retinue, the ocean of the 3 jewels and 3 roots, by the power of the previous vows which you took out of great compassion for all wandering beings, please come here without delay. Please be seated with joyful expression upon the lion throne and lotus and moon. With bodies as numerous as dust motes in the universe, I prostrate to the embodiment of inconceivable qualities.
Ba za sa ma za be ma ga ma la ya sa do a de bo wo par de za Chân duyên cho yuen xa sơ tàn Chế chế đôi bê trên đại mai miên trên Trên chuối xa dễ nhẹ nhạy rồi môi chế Nam kê càng quyền càng địa ta Khenpo
I offer ocean of realms, all filled with water for drinking and washing the feet, lotuses, clouds of incense, arrays of lamps, sweet fragrances, food, and music to fill all the reaches of space.
Sa pa re va re pa den pa de za so wa ngoen go ren pe da ra na sa pa re va re pe pam pa de za so wa ngoen go ren pe da ra na sa pa re va re de pam pa de za so wa ngoen go ren pe da ra na sa pa re va re a lo gan pa de za so wa ngoen go ren pe da ra na sa pa re va re gan de pa de za so wa ngoen go ren pe da ra na sa pa ne ve de pa de za so wa ngoen go ren pe da ra na sa pa re va re sha da pa de za so wa chen dun zha xie da dan zeb jie lai zui ba da lue lai de jar wai nam lai bo.
Mentally gathering the 5 objects pleasing to the senses, the 7 treasures, and the 8 auspicious symbols and substances, and so forth, I offer them to the victorious ones.
네 가단 주박감을 시험 맞으면 찍라 송대 주박감을 세낭 사와 라미바송 이 세적이 가는 거 요방 같은 통치도 봐. 네낭 대다오데 사지 장미바 용데 펀두 로요 낭 나고 잡을린 삼아 펀두요 사대로 로요 사와데 동당 라지 찹데 라지 요래 무슨 조고요 말이 네 나지라고 고와지 송 나디는 송으리 라지 끝에서 뭐 주피에서 그 끝에서 뭐 주피데 사지 고방 톰나 주피 라지 요래데 파트 동요 말이 대신 주바 탐체 동다 하고 비시고 그래.
So yesterday I forgot to tell you this regarding offering that we make. There are different kinds of offerings: outer, inner, secret, and unsurpassed offerings. The outer offerings include everything in the external world that we can make an offering, we can turn into offering. The inner offering Nangi Chopati? Okay. I forgot. Let me remember. Okay. So the inner offering. The inner offering is, your sense of devotion, that willingness to offer. Okay, that is your inner offering. The secret offering refers to the Samantabhadra offering. This offering is always present. This is the ultimate offering, which we do not have to create, or we do not have to fabricate anything. It's just a matter of realizing that or acknowledging that. So these offerings are always present, available, filling up the entire expanse of the Buddha lens.
라나 요바 라나 메베 조바데 파체데 라나 메베 조바시라 바카레데 고트다 무줄 라나 메바데라 sakbiga samiga terti jamsode sakwa padre ubo thore tawa chubara ye yona chuba 벌써 산제 양들이 이제 봐 뭐중무제 삼이 자통나 게 차대 요래 벌써 뭐기가 지치바라 차대 요래 그러는 거 롱주도 되는 라그나 chuba 탐제대로 라지 차대 chuba를 조연이가 각함이라 제대로 차대 대강이 남샘 대식 뭐 광동도 그리 남도 제세 탐제를 살린 저쪽으로 제 탐제 나고 나온 chuba 사달 한번 이리 전적으로 뒤통수를 라는 매배 줘봐지 이 하작 뒤져버리지 아들을 못 들어가지 양도 성물에 네 상마 유상에 라미 줘봐도 어때리 라미기 요래지 이치게 줘요래지 따도서들 서서라지 요래 따도서는 차등도 왔지경 저기 대화를 저쪽으로 차등도 왔지경 샘나 갔다들 죽은 대화치 보도 뒤로는 줘봐 줘도 이게
And the unsurpassed offering is the offering in which there are no conceptions in terms of the offering, the offer, and the field, or the being to whom you offer. So it is an offering which is free from these three types of perceptions. So this has a connection with the. This is also the nature of the Samantabhadra offering, cloud offerings. In this regard, we can think of the Buddha nature. The Buddha nature is present within all of us, and it is by itself, by nature, pure. So when we dispel the temporary defilements from the Buddha nature, then in the absence of the defilements, everything becomes pure. All defilements, when we realize the Buddha nature, they all turn into great bliss, which is inseparable from the Buddha nature itself. In that kind of dimension, then everything is offering. Everything is by nature offering, that we do not have to imagine or visualize or create. So that is the ultimate unsurpassed offering. And this is how the Adi Rinpoche used to explain to me.
I offer you a mandala of 1 billion universes of all the 10 directions, laid out in groups of Mount Meru, the continents, and the islands, all adorned with various desirables. Please accept it and grant accomplishments here and now. We'll move to the Serkangma text, the Golden Temple, in English.
Tata Medade, Kichochi Yore, Medade, Karius Sanje Bugo original. Zambel Gatam Topa Sama Dadi, Dad don't think that in a tongue. These Dandi Minan, San so long to answer. They took us out and don't talk about the Dandi in your way. This up the Dandi, Shevchet, Tabsi Amber. Pero Saje, the public Javo Chiang, they took what you got your mother. Theatre were Charlie. The Dadi, the sound chair, the Milan Bugore. The Milan Bumses so Kache got it, Kache travel without Mira don't it. This was Dadi Kache around Britain, Subji Dandi, young the daughter for the simplify.
And the reason why we make mandala offering is to pacify or eliminate our grasping at the self, our self-centeredness, because that is the root of all problems in the world. Nowadays, there are a lot of suffering in the world, a lot of conflicts between nations and people. So the root cause of all these conflicts is self-centeredness, and the offering of mandala that we make is to reduce or to pacify the sense of fixation on the self in the whole world. So that should be the motivation. When sentient beings get rid of self-centeredness, fixating on their self, then the world will be peaceful. Let's imagine if Buddha becomes the king of the world, then in his kingdom, in his world, there wouldn't be conflicts and suffering. Because in that kind of world, there would be no self-centeredness in the sentient beings. So therefore, we are in the world, all sentient beings are connected at the mental level. And when we develop this kind of motivation and make an offering, it can make a difference. And that should be our motivation.
아까 라마 초파로 세캉만 되던데 하자 기치보요리 출력 점타 가래 연바더니다다 라르메 비초바데 세캉만은 되들이 생각이나 담는 저건가 좀마다 요말이 좀 하면 아들 못 라마만 보고 서고죠 다시 캉마다 하자 짜치고 나가 일하다 봐 저건가 되지 세캉마도 요말이 좀 양당도 가고 고용 대외 뭐지 자기 마탑체게 라마 초파 소나 같이 들어서 세캉만 요요리 세캉만 마도는 라마 초파데 마음이 빠져 차디요리 보배하고 할마도 그것을 막 봐서 영어한테 좋아하는 것만 라마 초파 운이 좋아도 세캉을 요리 이들 책적인 거 라마로디 마르테비노 절라도 용시지요 라마 기적 기능이 성숙되던 대바도 상조성 대적 동시에는 들이 라마들이 용디들이 하고 그래 그래서 제세 강화의 기본 동는 라마 주바도를 비용 락바다로 세강마 비용 치고 대고안이 조랭능 양의 하자자치 모레스.
And then with the Lama Chopa, with the Guru Yoga practice of Jigten Sumgon, it is extremely important to recite the Serkangma prayer, the 7 branches of the mantra. And this prayer called Serkangma is extremely precious, extremely profound. It is a 7-limb, it is a way of offering the 7 limbs according to the tantric view, according to the tantric method. And this is something unique about the Digunkayu lineage. No other tradition has this kind of prayer of the 7 limbs in this kind of, with this kind of tantric perspective. So Adi Rinpoche used to tell me that Serkangma is extremely profound because it is from the point of view of the tantric method, and it is unique about the lineage of Jigten Sumgon. So therefore, if we practice the Guru Yoga without Serkangma, then that would be like champa without butter. Champa without butter does not taste much. So likewise, if we, in some cases, some people, they are in a hurry and they just recite the Lama Chopa and skip the 7 branches of the mantra, and that is not good. We should always combine Lama Chopa with the Serkangma prayer, and among yourselves you should read and discuss about what is being taught in the Serkangma prayer. For instance, in the 2nd verse, there is one stanza which is called, I gaze upon the Supreme Lama who is meaningful to behold. The instant I behold that great bliss Dharmadhatu, I cross the vast ocean of samsara and nirvana at the blissful pure ground. So in this, there is this phrase, the instant I behold that great bliss, Dharmadhatu. So this is a very crucial, very important point on which you should ponder and discuss, ask around and think, contemplate, try to comprehend.
So page 1, the Serkangma. I gaze upon the supreme self-arisen Lama seated on the immutable, spontaneously established throne, here in the Mandala of primordially pure mind as it is, in the supreme palace of all victorious ones of the 3 times. I gaze upon the supreme Lama who is meaningful to behold, The instant I behold that great bliss of Dharmadhatu, I cross the vast ocean of samsara and arrive at the blissful pure ground. With the eye of wisdom, I gaze unwaveringly upon the Lama, the victorious hero in the battle, just remembering that refuge, all afflicting emotions, thoughts, and the hordes of Maras are defeated. In your body, the virtuous ones of the 3 times of all the 10 directions appear together with their offspring. With joy, I gaze upon your body, adorned with all the major and minor marks, seated on the throne of fearlessness, lotus, sun, and moon. 3 kayas, nature of the mind, Vajradhara, you are inseparable from great bliss. Bowing down to you with innumerable bodies like cloud banks, yearning with a full voice, I prostrate and go for refuge. Your body, the nature of precious bodhichitta, is inseparable from all the victorious ones of the 3 times. Thus, all Buddha fields are permeated by your body, and within your body, all Buddha fields appear. I bow down to the glorious one. With your flawless, melodious speech, like an ocean of ambrosia, you show all phenomena to be unborn, thereby defeating the Mount Meru of views. I prostrate to your unhindered Vajra speech. In the Mandala, the mutable mind beyond thought, you never move from the equanimity state of Dharmadhatu, yet you hold the wisdom power of knowing the 3 times. I prostrate to the spontaneously established non-duality. Even if expressed during all oceans of kalpas by all the victorious ones without exception, the qualities of your body, speech, and mind would not be completed. I prostrate to you who possess limitless qualities. Until the ocean of samsara is exhausted, you perform the supreme activities that ripen all sentient beings. I prostrate to you, the Lama, who is the manifold, effortlessly arising, unceasing, supreme refuge. Ocean of emanated offerings, to you delight the victorious ones and ripen all sentient beings. Having completely filled the Dharmadhatu, I make this unsurpassed offering unceasingly. From the heart palace of the great being radiates the light of immeasurable bodhicitta. Thus, in all pure lands of the 10 directions, innumerable beautiful offering goddesses manifest, holding water, flowers, incense, lamps, supreme scents, and food. From the cloud banks of offerings like rainfalls, delighting the victorious ones of the 3 times, thereby filling the spheres of realms, I make offerings to the victorious ones of the 3 times. Light radiates once more from the body of the victorious one, manifesting parasols, victory banners, draped banners, canopies, musical instruments, garments, precious jewels, medicines, and grains. I offer ocean-like cloud banks of these manifold offerings. The 7 precious royal attributes like the wheel, the 7 subsidiary ones like the mansion, the auspicious substances, the substances of the cities, and so on that have arisen from the 2 accumulations. Please accept these offerings. Furthermore, I behold in my mind and offer to the Protector all offerings throughout the limitless pure lands of the victorious ones that belong to an owner and that do not belong to an owner, and all that is worthy to be offered. I offer all pure lands of the victorious ones of the 3 times, which are the very pure mandalas of the 3 kayas, completely filled with flawless prosperity. Please accept these offerings, you, the Lord of compassion. To you, Protector, I offer my body, speech, and mind, all wealth equal to space without exception, and all the virtues accumulated in the 3 times. Out of compassion, please accept these for the benefit of all beings. By seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and recollecting the Vajra goddess of form, sound, odor, taste, and tangible objects, these 3 obscurations are purified. I offer the goddesses of appealing objects to you. Please accept them, immaculate, victorious Lord. The Vajra goddess of body, nature of form, is the supreme goddess of fully purified ignorance. I merge her with the eyes of the Lama, Lord of the Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of mind, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified hatred. I merge her with the ears of the Lama, Lord of the Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of qualities, nature of odor, is the supreme goddess of fully purified arrogance. I merge her with the nose of the Lama, Lord of the Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of speech, nature of taste, is the supreme goddess of fully purified desire. I merge her with the tongue of the Lama, Lord of the Dharma. Please accept this in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of activity, nature of tangible objects, is the supreme goddess of fully purified jealousy. I merge her with the body of the Lama, Lord of the Dharma. Please accept this in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of primordial emptiness of all phenomena, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified mind as it is. I merge her with the mind of the Lama, Lord of the Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. I offer means and wisdom inseparable, the Supreme Victorious One, the 5 families with consorts, the assemblies of Viras and Dakinis, and the Buddhas filling the limitless sky. Please accept this great bliss. From the equality of all phenomena, the ocean-like samadhi, oceans of unwavering manifestations arise and guide all beings. Please accept the assemblies of the victorious offspring, the bodhisattvas who rule all Buddha fields. The ones of great fierceness, wrathful, out of immeasurable compassion, show grinding teeth and fierce faces on their posing bodies. Please accept these wrathful, victorious ones of primordial wisdom, who defeat the hordes of Maras by the roar of Hung and Pe. All manifold clouds of outer, inner, and secret offerings are offered in the vast mandala of Samantabhadra's mind, within the mode of abiding of unchanging non-duality. The unsurpassed offering of suchness is offered. All phenomena are primarily and completely pure mind as it is. Within that, whatever confusion, dualistic appearances of oneself and others, distinctions of good and bad, hatred and attachment there might be, each and everything, I confess, may it be purified within that state. With a happy mind, I rejoice in all virtues of the victorious ones of the 3 times, of the assemblies of the superior ones, of the unceasing wheel of the 2 accumulations, and of sentient beings. I beseech you, protectors of the world of the 10 directions, by completely turning the wheel of stainless Dharma with the sound of the ocean-like branches of melodious speech, please ripen all sentient beings without exceptions. I beseech you, protectors who abide throughout all realms, please do not pass into nirvana until the exhaustion of the dhatu of space. Rather, fulfill your commitments by abiding permanently. May all sentient beings be established in the unsurpassed supreme state of this virtue, by the virtues accumulated in the 3 times throughout all samsara and nirvana, and by the undefiled innate virtue. By the light rays of immeasurable great compassion from the palace of body, speech, and mind of the victorious one, please purify my body, speech, and mind, and thus transform it into your body, speech, and mind. Protector, all as you made offerings and delighted the sublime Lama, likewise may I always offer ocean-like clouds of offerings and delight you. May I follow in your footsteps. May I perform limitless activities that do not even waver a hair's tip with respect to the liberation of your body, speech, and mind. May I be renowned in the 3 worlds. Thus may anybody, just by hearing my name or remembering me, be completely liberated from the tormenting suffering and attain the state of great bliss of the victorious ones. May I turn into any form equal to the expanse of sentient beings, taming them according to their needs. Thereupon, may they take refuge joyfully and be established in this unsurpassed supreme awakening. Those ones who are oppressed with shrouds of ignorance, who lost the path, who are threatened by afflicting emotions, such as the henchmen of the Lord of Death, may helplessly remember me, instantly find the supreme path. Becoming the inexhaustible wheel of ornamentation, which is body, speech, and mind of all the victorious ones of the 3 times, may I completely dry out the ocean of samsara and establish all sentient beings in the unsurpassed supreme state. In all my lives, may I never be separated from the authentic Lama and enjoy the glories of the Dharma. By completely perfecting the qualities of bhumis and paths, may I swiftly attain the state of Vajradhara.
It's 7. Go Soi Ra Gu Dai Vi Sha Sai Shin Chö Noi Soi Soi Chui Tri Chan Sui Chui Tôi Soi Chi Chi Te Tôi Soi Soi Sha Sai Soi Chi Pi Pi Loi Chi Ya Rang Te Soi Chi Chiang Ko Loi Ko Wai Tang Dor Chi Soi Chiang Ho Wan Soi Chi Sor Ko Soi Nan Doi Kia Soi Chan Soi Kun Ko Soi Ko Mai Lai Mian Do Shi Ngo.
Page 7. To the Guru who embodies all the Sugatas of the 3 times, I respectfully pay homage with my 3 doors. I make oceans of outer, inner, and secret offerings. I confess all wrongdoings and downfalls created by the 3 poisons. I fully rejoice in the 3 secrets. Please turn the Dharma wheel of the 3 vehicles and remain in the nature of the 3 Vajras. I dedicate an ocean of virtue completely free of the 3 spheres in order to attain the unsurpassed state of the 3 kayas. Precious Guru, supreme refuge worthy of homage, embodiment of the victorious ones of infinite directions and times, with certainty in your ocean-like qualities, I pay homage and offer praise with 100,000 melodies.
lai tan je je gu son doi je ngo wer xian lai be sa son zhuo wei jian gu rai nai xie ya zhe jie bai jie lai zuo wan de je le zhe ge do bai xian jie lo so zhe long ge do bai xian jie lo sen ye jie ge do bai xian jie lo ce jie san jie do bai xian jie lo ye so dai bian ko so lai mar dem lai me zhan zhen do ga de wan gai man den ze wen zhe dai nie jie ne jie dan bie zhe jie ren dai jian wan jie le dai gu jie sa wen zhen tar ne lai ma wei bai rai jian de jie ne ran de lai mie san sum dang rang ge gu zhen yang bai jian bai jiu.
To Ratnashri, the Father, who is the refuge and protector of all beings of the three realms, and who is the essence of the blessings of the body, speech, and mind of all the victorious ones of the 10 directions and 3 times. Together with your lineage of disciples, I pray. Grant me your blessings that I may realize the illusory body to be the Nirmanakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may realize the life energies to be the Sambhogakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may realize mind itself to be the Dharmakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may attain Buddhahood in this very life. With this supplication, the retinue dissolves into the Guru. From the Guru's forehead, throat, heart, and navel radiate white, red, blue, and yellow lights, which dissolve into my 4 places, purifying the 4 obscurations. I receive the empowerments, and the seeds of the 4 kayas are planted. In the end, the Guru also melts into light and dissolves into me. The Guru's 3 secrets and my 3 doors merge inseparably.
Rather by Chong the Jadman, there is the Jadin the Timsons. Read the Japa chair of the city, Rangasam, the Rokan, Yambasala, such is I daughter, take them green, Yam, love the children. It's simple to pull a day, don't tell me the Nakana charm. This is I said there a day, there's a cassette there the other day. Jordan Samateri, Choga Saman, Jordan Nijumaji, never the Jordan Ray. 3 大地方家的，那么多叫呢，南上那么多一些爸妈就是红的叫的，就让他们这些红的那个什么这些红的，就是红的，东大清楚。
So next we are going to do the completion stage part of the Guru Yoga. So to do this, you should for a moment visualize the field of merit, and when I hit this symbol and with that sound, visualize that the field of merit gradually dissolves into you, and when the sound comes to an end, the field of merit completely dissolves, and your mind reaches to the point where there is no thought at all. So that thoughtless state of mind that is the completion stage, that is the Mahamudra state. As it is said in the Ganges Mahamudra, think of nothing, but look at the resolved Dharma, that is the resolved Dharma. So in this state, simply be in the thoughtlessness state, and the moment thoughts start arising, then you will hear the bell sound again, and then imagine that this thought arise and turn into a hung syllable in your mind, and then without forgetting that, engage in all the post-meditation activities, whatever you have to do. You are still in awareness of that syllable. So that is essentially the practice of the completion stage in all similar practices.
The dang song the chong te so the kare jerun go to ran na to charap ma bo de lama de yadam de be so ye ja chi bo sam no tang de chojeng na jer jer de to so so the same to so de same na to ma song de re charon cha sha na je sem khang na tham so dang de na to be same de je de shi zong to bo de Ishbaro is the Samantabhadra, the learning of doing and so this is the Robateri, so young Tato, such as the Donna, same they looked at the Johaso. They looked to the tobacco and they so doing this on this is also so I am the kitchen.
Okay, so there are these two terms in Tibetan: du, which means to gather, and dang, which means to arise or to emerge. So, and the first word, which is together, it means when we practice the generation stage, there are a lot of thoughts involved. The thought of the Lama and the Yidam and so on, the aspects in the visualization. So that is a way to kind of contain our thoughts by visualizing the deity. In the completion stage, this proliferation of thought, proliferation of thought must be gathered in or dissolved. So we reduce the thought gradually, and then ultimately we reach to this point of thoughtlessness. And in that state, all thoughts basically dissolve within the mind, manifest from the mind and dissolve back into the mind, like a piece of ice melting and becoming water again. So in that state, we emerge in the form of, in our enlightened form, so to speak. So for all this, the most important factor is mindfulness. We should be fully mindful, fully aware of this state without thought. As it is said in the 37 Bodhisattva practice, verse number 36, in brief, wherever you are and whatever you do, always examine the state of your mind. Act to accomplish the purpose of others through constant mindfulness and awareness. This is the way of a bodhisattva. So that is the most important instruction.
By the power of the 3 chariots of Sutra and Tantra vehicles, the assembly of kind lineage gurus, at the top of page 11. The virtue from having perfectly practiced the glorious Guru, together with the virtue of having offered praise and supplication, I dedicate to all beings dwelling in the 3 realms of samsara, and may they attain the state of the Guru, who is the whole of samsara and nirvana. By the power of the 3 chariots of Sutra and Tantra vehicles, the assembly of kind lineage gurus, and the qualities of their 3 secrets, may there be auspiciousness of all beings. May there be the auspiciousness that all beings realize Mahamudra, the supreme accomplishment.
Page 21.
Page 21, the Lama Chopa text. In English. Embodiment of all the victorious ones of the 10 directions in 3 tribes, essence of the 5 kayas and 5 wisdoms, your boundless compassion activities are all embracing. Incomparable Guru, at your feet I pray. Precious, glorious root Guru, seated on the lotus at my heart, please take care of me with kindness and bestow accomplishments of body, speech, and mind. As I make offerings and pray to you, exalted Guru, the source from which all such accomplishments arise, please care for me with love from this day onward and in all my future lives. By visualizing single-pointedly the land arisen from the glory of abundant merit, the blissful pure land and the Buddha of unchanging light, may I cultivate the pure land perfectly, and may I be reborn there after passing from this life. A garland of light radiates from the Buddha's heart. From the tips of the rays, the second Buddha, Lord Jigten Sumgon, manifests and then descends together with his sons. Having gathered accumulations and purified obscurations, may my mind stream ripen with ease. Perfect guide Ratnashri, within the wisdom, love, and power of all the Buddhas of the 3 times are condensed. Single sufficient source of refuge, master and 2 sons, through supplicating you, may I attain the 2 accomplishments. May the wisdom nectar of your 3 pure secrets wash away all misdeeds, obscurations, and unawareness from my 3 doors, and may my understanding of the boundless fields of knowledge, such as explanation, debate, and composition, be equal to Manjushri's. Now that I have found a precious human body possessing the qualities of freedoms and advantages, and have met the teachings of the flawless practice lineage, please grant your blessings that the awareness of impermanence will swiftly dawn within my mind, and thereby may the 8 worldly concerns collapse. As I am frightened and uncertain as to when the Lord of Death will suddenly appear and strike my fragile life, grant me your blessings that I may practice the holy Dharma with fervent diligence, which will surely be of benefit in this and future lives. Grant your blessings that I am able to discern between what I should and should not do according to the prohibitions, such as the 3 kinds of vows taken with the Master, the disciples, and the Yidam. And bless me to know what to do and what to avoid in accordance with the subtle workings of karma, cause and effect. Since beginningless time, I have experienced only suffering in the 6 realms of samsara. Grant your blessings that I may bring forth renunciation, and with deepest sadness towards this existence, may I strive for liberation. In seeking their own benefit, sentient beings have created evil, suffered greatly, and endured much pain for countless lifetimes in the past. Recognizing them to be my parents, grant your blessings that I may develop compassion and the supreme resolve of bodhichitta. Grant your blessings that my practice be perfectly realized Mahamudra, the unelaborated Dharma sphere. May unity with the accumulations of great merit, generosity, and so forth. Grant your blessings that with the wheel-like weapon of the profound path, I may completely sever the web of samsaric existence, the karmic winds of the conceptual mind. Thereby may I attain in this very life the state of the presiding Master Vajradhara, the powerful Lord of the 4 Kayas. Should I not attain supreme accomplishment in this life, may I be born among the foremost disciples of Jigten Sumgon, boundless light, in the western lotus land called Bliss Endowed. In brief, in all my lifetimes, may I never be parted from the excellent teachings of the peerless Lord Drikunpa Ratnashri. May I be accepted by gurus, and may I strive with devotion for the purpose of others and myself. By the compassionate blessings of the 3 jewels and the victorious ones, through my yearning with intense devotion, and by the power of phenomena's natural state, the indefiable truth of cause and result, may our wishes be fulfilled according to this aspiration.
King of Aspiration, page 52 in Blue Book.
Page 52 in the Blue Book. Homage to the ever-youthful Manjushri. Homage to the ever-youthful Manjushri. With purity of body, speech, and mind, I bow to all the heroic Buddhas of the past, present, and future, without exception, in every world and in all the 10 directions. By the power of this aspiration of Samantabhadra, I bow with as many bodies as there are atoms in the world of all those victorious Buddhas manifest in my mind, and I pay homage to all of them. I conceive the entire realm of truth to be completely filled with enlightened ones. On each atom I imagine there to be as many Buddhas as atoms in the world, each Buddha surrounded by many bodhisattvas. In honor of all these blissful lords, praising their perfections and all the sounds of the various melodies, an ocean of endless praise, I offer to those heroic Buddhas the finest flowers, garlands, music, and ointments, excellent canopies, choice lamps, and the best incense. I offer as well to those victorious ones the finest array of all the excellent things, the finest robes and fragrances, and heaps of sweet-smelling powders as high as Mount Meru. By the power of my faith of this deed of Samantabhadra, I prostrate and present vast and unequaled offerings to each of the victorious Buddhas. I confess every type of wrong that I have done in thought, word, or deed while influenced by desire, anger, and ignorance. I rejoice in the meritorious deeds of all the Buddhas, as well as those performed by the bodhisattvas, pratyeka Buddhas, arhats, and those who are on the path of training, those who need no more training, and by all sentient beings of the 10 directions. I entreat the enlightened protectors who have attained the attachment of Buddhahood and illuminate the world of the 10 directions to turn the peerless wheel of Dharma. With folded hands, I beseech those who intend to manifest the final nirvana to remain for as many aeons as there are atoms in the world, for the benefit and happiness of all living beings. May whatever small amount of virtue I may have gained from prostrating, offering, confessing, rejoicing, and beseeching be dedicated to the attainment of perfect enlightenment. May I worship the Buddhas of the past and those now present in the worlds of the 10 directions. May those to come quickly fulfill their aspirations and reach Buddhahood by traversing the stages of the enlightenment swiftly. May all the worlds of the 10 directions become extensively and completely pure. May it be filled with bodhisattvas and victorious Buddhas who proceed to the royal tree of enlightenment. May all living beings in the 10 directions always be happy and free of sickness. May they be endowed with favorable circumstances for achieving dharmic goals, and may their wishes be accomplished. May I remember my lives in all states of existence while in training for enlightenment, and in all my successive births and deaths may I always be embrace religious life. May I follow all the victorious Buddhas and perfect all the deeds of Samantabhadra. Pure in the morality without defect, may my conduct always be flawless. May I teach the Dharma in every tongue, in whatever sound that is understood by living beings, and in the languages of the gods, nagas, demons, spirits, and human beings. May I steadfastly apply myself to the 6 perfections. May I never disregard my intention to attain enlightenment and completely remove whatever faults may obscure my path. May I be free from karma, emotional afflictions, and the influence of demons, like the lotus unsoiled by the mire, or like the sun and moon in a clear sky, so that I may proceed unhindered. Throughout all the lands and all the directions, may I relieve the suffering of the lower realms. May I be able to bring happiness to and provide benefit to all living beings. Fully accomplishing the activities of enlightenment, may I work in harmony with the needs of all beings. May I practice and demonstrate the deeds of Samantabhadra through all future aeons. May I always associate with those whose activities are similar to mine. May we act alike in thought, word, and deed, and may our aspirations be as one. May I always associate with spiritual friends who wish to help me and teach the deeds of Samantabhadra. May I never cause them pain or disappointment. May I always personally behold the victorious Buddhas, those guardians surrounded by bodhisattvas. Without tiring in all future aeons, may I always present them magnificent offerings. May I always uphold the Buddha's holy Dharma and illuminate the deeds of enlightenment. May I train in the practice of Samantabhadra in all future aeons. Through rebirth in all the states of existence, may I gather an endless store of merit and wisdom. May I become an inexhaustible treasure of all virtues and method, wisdom, concentration, and liberation. May I always behold the many pure lands as there are atoms in each world, with inconceivable Buddhas sitting in the midst of their bodhisattvas and performing the activities of enlightenment. In this way, may I be able to see everywhere, even on every dust mote of dust, countless Buddhas in the past, present, and future, limitless pure lands, and endless aeons. May I always heed the pure speech of the victorious Buddhas, which holds within each word the totality of the perfect Dharma, an ocean of languages precisely suited to the needs of each being. May I possess the perfect intelligence to heed the endless melody of speech when the victorious Buddhas of the past, present, and future turn the wheel of Dharma. May I accomplish the Bodhisattva's practice of entering the past, present, and future in a fraction of a second. May I know in a single instant all that is encompassed in the duration of the 3 times. May I behold all the heroic Buddhas of the past, present, and future in a single instant. May I always perform the activities through the power of liberation from illusion. May I perceive upon a single atom the perfect design of the pure realm of the past, present, and future. Thus may I enter into the realm of the victorious Buddhas in all directions. When the illuminators of the world of this fortunate realize the stages of Buddhahood, turn the wheel, and enter the profound peace of nirvana, may I always be in their presence. May I accomplish the perfect powers of enlightenment, the power of miraculous swiftness, the power of perfections of every spiritual path, the power of all virtuous qualities, the power of all pervasive loving kindness, the power of the merit of every virtue, the power of all transcendent wisdom, and the power of perfect knowledge, method, and meditation. May the forces of karma be utterly purified, the power of passions utterly subdued, the power of demons utterly destroyed, and the power of deeds of Samantabhadra perfected. May I tirelessly perform the enlightened activities for an ocean of aeons, purifying an ocean of lands, liberating an ocean of beings, realizing an ocean of dharma, attaining an ocean of wisdom, perfecting an ocean of practice, accomplishing an ocean of aspirations, ceaselessly serving an ocean of Buddhas. May I completely fulfill the perfect aspirations of the enlightened activities of the victorious Buddhas of the 3 times by attaining enlightenment according to the deeds of Samantabhadra. The eldest son of the victorious Buddhas is called Samantabhadra. I dedicate all these virtues, activities, that my deeds may be like his. May my body, speech, mind, deeds, and environment always be pure. May I become equal to Samantabhadra in these excellent aspirations. May there be no limit to my activities. May there be no limit to my virtues. Through limitless perseverance, may I accomplish all miraculous deeds. The limit of living beings is like the limit of open space. May the limit of my aspirations be equal to the limit of their activities and passions. Whoever offers to the victorious Buddhas of all the perfect joys of gods and men, and the infinite realms of the 10 directions adorned with jewels, for as many aeons as there are atoms of those realms shall gain great merit. But whoever hears this greatest dedication prayer and is inspired by faith to intensely desire supreme enlightenment shall gain even higher and holier merit. Whoever recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra will never again endure hellish rebirth, will abandon all evil friends, and will soon behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light. They will gain all benefit, live in happiness, attain precious human birth, and soon become like Samantabhadra himself. Even those who in ignorance committed the 5 unredeemable sins will soon be completely purified by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra. They will achieve perfect wisdom, the radiant countenance, beautiful form, auspicious physical marks, and the noble birth. Profound and devilish beings will not trouble them, and they will not be honored in the 3 realms. They will quickly reach the tree of enlightenment and reside there to benefit all beings. As enlightened Buddha, they will turn the wheel of Dharma, taming the demonic hosts. Whoever perseveres, teaches, and recites this aspiration of Samantabhadra shall ultimately attain perfect Buddhahood. May none despair of complete enlightenment. In whatever way valiant Manjushri and Samantabhadra know how to transfer merit, so do I dedicate all my virtues that I may train to be like them. Since dedication is praised as supreme by the victorious Buddhas of the 3 times, I dedicate all these roots of virtues to accomplishing the deeds of Samantabhadra. At the moment of my death, may all my obscurations be removed, that I may behold Amitabha, the Buddha of boundless light, and go to Sukhavati, the pure land of perfect bliss. In that blissful land, may I be completely fulfill all these aspirations and benefit all beings as long as the universe remains. Joyful there in that blessed assembly of the Buddha, may I be reborn like the Holy One from an exquisite lotus, and may the Buddha Amitabha himself foretell my own enlightenment. May I therefore emanate endlessly through the power of perfect wisdom to accomplish countless benefit for living beings in all the 10 directions. Through whatever small merit I have gathered by reciting this aspiration of Samantabhadra, may all the victorious aspirations of living beings be accomplished in a single moment. Through the boundless merit gained by dedicating these aspirations of Samantabhadra, may the countless beings drowning in the torrent of suffering reach the stage of Amitabha. May the greatest of dedication prayers benefit countless living beings. May reciting this ornament of Samantabhadra release all beings from the suffering of the lower realms.
Long life.
Long life prayers in the yellow prayer book, page number 20. For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception, Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig. May your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru, who accomplishes everything, spontaneously live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drikunpa, great sovereign of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Aryadeva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chudingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 aeons. 26. May the teachings of the great Drikunpa Ratnashri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating, until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate aeon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Yes, Allah.